Hello everyone, I, Gini Bharadwaj, welcome you all to Vidya Bharati Punjab Weekly English News Bulletin. Let's begin with the Subhashit and Amrit Vachan of Sangrur Sanskrit Vishay Pramukh, Shri Rajesh Kumar ji.
बुर्यात प्रियम बुर्यात ना बुर्यात सत्यम प्रियम प्रियं च नानृतं बुर्यात एष धर्म है सनातन। अर्थात सत्य बोलना चाहिए, प्रिय बोलना चाहिए, सत्य किंतु अप्रिय नहीं बोलना चाहिए, प्रिय किंतु असत्य भी नहीं बोलना चाहिए। यही सनातन धर्म है। अमृत वचन, जो व्यक्ति सत्य के लिए अड़ा है उसके साथ परमात्मा खड़ा है। भारत माता की जय।
Let's have a look at the headlines of the past week. Heartfelt tributes presented to CDS General Shri Vipin Rawat ji, his wife and other army personnel in Vidya Dham and all the schools. Prantiya and Jila Karyakarta were concluded, in which Vijay Nadda ji said, "Har haath ko kaam aur har kaam ke liye haath." Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur ji's sacrifice day was celebrated with full devotion and traditional gaiety. Environment of patriotism in all schools on Armed Forces Flag Day on 7th December. Transfers and new appointments according to the scheme of the Sarvhitkari Shiksha Samiti. Society came forward for the development of the schools. Prachar Prasar meetings of Jalandhar and Hoshiarpur Vibhags were held. Navy Day celebrated at 43B Chandigarh and Rampura Fool schools. Adhikari stay in schools continued last week. Monthly meetings of the staff of Marinda Sankul in Khamano, Makhu and Begowal concluded. Under the National Education Policy, the programs of the Students' Tour have been completed. Arrival of Shri Shwet Malik, member of Rajya Sabha at Madhav Vidya Niketan, Amritsar. Sanskar Kendras restarted in Bhikhi and Bassi Bajit. In the Prantiya and Jila Karyakarta work started in Vidya Dham on 11th of December, emotional tribute was paid to General Shri Bipin Rawat, his wife Srimati Madhulika Rawat and 11 more army officers along with them by observing 2 minutes silence. They prayed for the peace of their souls. On this occasion, Mahamantri of the Shiksha Samiti Ashok Babbarji said that the country has suffered irreparable loss due to this tragic incident. The nation will always remember his services. Similar news has been received from all the Sarvhitkari schools. 11 December, Vidya Dham Jalandhar. Education is not the work of any one individual, one society or one organization. This work should be society-based. Together, we can fulfill the goal of education. It has many dimensions for which a person is required. To reach the goal, we have to adopt the principle of har haath ko kaam aur har kaam ke liye haath. It is noteworthy that the Prantiya and Jila Karyakarta work of Sarvhitkari Shiksha Samiti started from 2 p.m. on 11 December and ended on 12th of December at 3 p.m. Emotional tributes were paid to India's first CDS, his wife and other military officers who were martyred in the first helicopter crash. Decisions were taken in this class after discussing seriously on many subjects like Vidya Bharati's goal, new education policy, skill development, meritorious students, etc. News has been received from all the schools of celebrating the sacrifice day of Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur ji with full devotion. On this occasion, students paid tribute to his martyrdom by making posters related to his life, visiting Gurdwara Sahib and presenting poems. Students were told that since childhood, Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur ji was of a saintly nature, deeply thinking, generous character, brave and fearless. He sacrificed himself to crush the anti-humanitarian policies of his era. The principles motivated the students to take education from Guruji's sacrifice and work for human welfare. Armed Forces Flag Day on 7th of December celebrated in all the schools and the atmosphere of patriotism filled with the slogans of Bharat Mata Ki Jai. On this occasion, students made beautiful posters dedicated to Indian soldiers. The students were told about the importance of Armed Forces Flag Day by teachers and students dedicated their tributes to the families of the martyred soldiers. Special news has been received from 40D and 43B Chandigarh, Dera Basi, Tapa, Prakashpati Jalandhar and Rampura Fool schools. To give further impetus to the work, according to the plan of the Sarvhitkari Shiksha Samiti, transfers and new appointments of principals are made. In this sequence, Vidya Dham Superintendent Dr. Akhileshwar Singh Arora was given the task of Sarvhitkari Keshav Vidya Niketan Jalandhar's Executive Principal, Vidya Dham's Executive Office to Shri Narendra Sharma, Sarvhitkari Keshav Vidya Niketan's principal to Shri Pradeep Ji, Brigadier Jagdish Gagneja as Sarvhitkari Vidya Mandir Jalandhar's principal. Ms. Ranjana Mittal was appointed as the vice principal of Keshav Vidya Niketan. Shri Chandrasekhar Ji took over the responsibility of the principal in Kanpur. Pankaj Didi, the principal of Kanpur, was appointed in charge of the middle wing at Mamoon Vidya Mandir. Pran Pratinidhis were also present on this occasion. The work of education is society-based. This was proved by Ayush, a student of class 8 of Taragad Vidya Mandir, who presented a gift to the school on his birthday. In Mamoon, a charitable gentleman presented a water cooler, while in Narot Mehta, 30 chairs were presented as a secret donation. In Barnala, Dr. Tarjan, and in Malerkotla, Shri Pramod Jain ji presented cash amount to the schools. Jalandhar and Hoshiarpur Vibhag's Prachar meetings were held on 10th of December. The meeting of Jalandhar department was held at Sarvhitkari Keshav Vidya Niketan and Hoshiarpur Vibhag's meeting was held at Hoshiarpur Vidya Mandir. Prachar Pramukh Shri Rajesh Ji, Pran Samvadata Shri Karan Singh Ji were present at both the places. In these meetings, first of all tributes were paid to the Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat Ji, his wife and other 11 army soldiers who were martyred in the helicopter crash. In these meetings, many plans were made to give impetus to the Prachar Vibhag. Navy Day was celebrated at 43B Chandigarh and Rampura Phul Vidya Mandir, in which the students were informed about the importance of Indian Navy and their achievements. Students expressed their feelings by making beautiful posters. Adhikari's stay at schools continued last week. In Brigadier Jagdish Gagneja, Sarvhitkari Vidya Mandir Jalandhar, Chief Editor of Dainik Jagran Shri Manoj Tripathi Ji and Senior Journalist Shri Rajesh Shantidut Ji were present. Vibhag Sachiv in Joga Vidya Mandir, Principal of Mansa Shri Jagdeep Ji, Vibhag Sachiv of Johal Shri Jitendra Sharma Ji, Sankul Pramukh in Nangal Shri Suresh Singla, Prant Mantri and Manjeet Singh, Vibhag Sachiv in Patna, stay of Sankul Pramukh Didi Kiran Trina Ji completed in Malot. Recently, the meeting of the principals of Morinda Sankul was held in Khamanu, in which Sankul Pramukh Shri Jitendra Sharma and Vibhag Sachiv Shri Mahesh Sharma Ji were present. Similarly, monthly staff meetings were held at Begowal and Makhu. Upcoming plans were discussed in these meetings. The students from Sujanpur and Ram Darbar were taken to local parks to explain the curriculum through recreational activities, while students of Rampura Phul were taken to Pushpa Gujral's Science City in Jalandhar and students from Sarhand to Nanoki Geri Farm for educational exertions, while students enjoyed and also acquired knowledge. Shri Shwet Malik, a member of the Rajya Sabha, arrived at Madhav Vidya Niketan Amritsar, inaugurated the high mast light pole in the courtyard of Madhav Vidya Niketan and established open gym and play station for physical development and flexibility of the students. Sanskar Kendras were started after the Corona period at Shri Tara Chand Sarvhitkari Vidya Mandir Bhiki and Bassi Bajit. Earlier, the principals took a meeting of the teachers of the Sanskar Kendra and gave them special instructions to adopt the rules for prevention from Corona.
चंदन है इस देश की माटी, सबो भूमि हर ग्राम है, हर बाला देवी की प्रतिमा, बच्चा बच्चा राम है। चंदन है इस देश की माटी, सबो भूमि हर ग्राम है, हर बाला देवी की प्रतिमा, बच्चा बच्चा राम है।
Now, a presentation of Shishu Vatika. That's all for this week. See you in the next bulletin. Jai Hind.